Hello guys and welcome back to my channel, it's Vilma, and today I'm back with the About series, which is a series I started here on my channel over a year ago. I did 2 episodes and then I kind of forgot it for a year. Well done me! If you're new here on my channel, you don't probably even know about this series. Basically, it's a series where I talk about kind of like serious things and things that I have something to talk and say about. Oh, I'm so creative. And like I said, I've done 2 episodes before. One about like when you're losing yourself or when you feel like you're losing yourself, and then an episode about like body confidence and bodies and the media. And today I'm back with the 3rd one, and this is going to be about sensitivity and feelings and how the world sees sensitivity these days. This is a topic that really touches me and is very close to me because I'm a very sensitive person, and I don't struggle with sensitivity and being sensitive. I just struggle with how the world sees me as a sensitive person sometimes. That's why I want to talk about this. I want to talk about this topic because sometimes it might feel like there's something wrong with me. I shouldn't be crying. I shouldn't be this like overwhelmingly happy because all these people around me are watching me or they're staring at me and it feels weird, and why am I reacting to all these things so strongly and why are these people just staring at me? Do you know what I mean? I'm already diving deep into this topic, so I'll get my cup of tea. We can actually start this episode. I always have a cup of tea when I film these videos, and today I have a very aesthetically pleasing and also outfit matching cup of jasmine green tea because it's my favorite. And now I'm gonna drink tea and then I'll start the episode. Oh, the tea is hot, and also the red lipstick was a great choice from me today. I'm sorry, my camera was horribly adjusted and you couldn't see my whole head, but I hope you can see that now. Of course, the word sensitivity means actually a lot of things. It might mean allergic sensitivity, film sensitivity to light, information sensitivity, electronic sensitivity, or this and that. There's a lot of sensitivities in this world, but today we're gonna talk about like emotion and feelings sensitivity, like human sensitivity. So this is gonna be all like mind, feeling, emotion things. So if you're interested in that, this is the right film video for you. If I'm looking down at my phone, it's because I have some notes here and I need these because I wrote things down so I remember to say those. I think it's obvious that some people are emotionally more sensitive than others, and that some people might have stronger emotional reactions to different things. Some people might hate like violent movies or games and they just possibly can't watch those because it's just emotionally too difficult for them, and they might see a cute dog on the street, or they might feel very happy about something or very just a tiny bit sad, and they might cry or laugh because of that, and their reactions might be a lot more kind of exploding than some other people's emotional reactions to something. And I know that personally I am a very sensitive person. I laugh, I cry, I show my emotions very strongly, and sometimes it might make me feel very awkward and weird because not all the people around me are the same, which is the beauty of life because we're all different, but sometimes it doesn't feel beautiful at all. I studied history for my matriculation exams, and the one thing that struck me from the pages of the books was that if you're emotional, you can't be strong, and some people think you're weak. That is one of the reasons why women in history haven't had the ability to vote, because men have thought that women are too emotional to vote and they can't think like men do because they're more emotional, which is ridiculous. Okay, let me drink some tea here. And this is not just history, it's still happening today, because often these emotional, sensitive kind of people are mistaken to be weak or insecure or even unable to make logical decisions. This is absolutely ridiculous. I'm not insecure because I cry a lot. I'm not unable to make decisions. I can make decisions. I can be logical. It's just that I react to things more strongly than others. It's not that I'm weak. And even in my everyday life, I see this. I see people looking at me thinking, they don't say anything, but the way they kind of are seems like they think I'm weaker or more unstable than them. Many times this has happened that I talk about something, I start crying because I'm just so into the topic, and the person I'm talking to kind of turns their head, they continue watching the TV they have been watching, or they continue doing the thing they're doing, and they just stop listening to me. Only that signals me that, okay, they don't want to listen to me because I'm crying because they think that I can't talk straight. I still think straight, I still function like I usually do. I'm just crying because I'm sensitive. I'm sorry if this sounds like a rant, but I'm just so done with this. I think in this world it's a common mistake to think that sensitive and emotional people are weak or unlogical, because that's not true. And sometimes when I react to things very strongly, I feel like I show too much and I kind of feel ashamed. Because in this world, I think kind of being ashamed of showing emotions is a thing. And when I was searching online about the sensitivity and showing emotions, I found a lot of articles about like how to show emotions, which was kind of weird because I still get the feeling that I have to kind of repress and hide my emotions, but still some people are wondering how to show their emotions. And this is just pretty messed up, I think. At the same time, you shouldn't show your emotions and you should be very poised and put together and perfect. At the same time, you should be real and honest and show your emotions. I am very used to showing my emotions. I don't like to hide them, and at the same time I should hide them, but at the same time people are like, oh my god, it's so amazing how you show your emotions, you're so open. I can't understand. It's kind of liked and normal to hide your true feelings and emotions and reactions. You should be just like, you know, poker face all the time, but at the same time people want you to be real. But I can't be real if I have to be poker face all the time. Of course, it's good to be put together and poker face when you're at work or you're doing something, kind of something that where you have to be representing something. Showing emotions is often associated with weakness and lack of control. People think I can't control myself because I'm crying. Yeah, that's kind of true, but that's still not true. I can't control my tears because they're just pouring down on my face. They just come out of my eyes and that's just my body doing its thing. But I still control myself. Like, I'm not an animal that's wild. I'm still me, but I'm just emotional. And this is so toxic. Hiding your emotions for years and years. You can't hold all of that in forever. It's not good for you. But I understand why people do that, because we kind of get ashamed of crying and showing what we feel, and it might feel like we're failing if we cry or if we show our emotions. Our world wants us to be very put together and Instagram ready all the time. It's like the scales, but you don't know how to balance it out. It's so unhealthy and so sad that being emotional and sensitive and showing your emotions is associated with shame and failure, because it's not a failure to show how you feel. Oh my god, that is so good for you, and the world will understand you better if you show how you feel, if you tell how you feel. This is a thing I wrote down. If we never meet and greet our emotions, they build up until it's too much, and then we're in the eye of an emotional hurricane. That happened to me. I kind of hid all of my emotions about this one thing that happened in my life. I kind of hid all of it, and I could just kind of build a tower of emotions inside of me. And then I realized the tower is this high and I can't hold it anymore. And then I kind of exploded. I've never cried this much as I've cried in the past year, because I've been just taking all the pieces of the tower out. You shouldn't be just building a tower of emotions inside of you, because when it's this high, it's gonna come out. Believe me, it's gonna come out, and it's much more tiring and difficult then than what it would have been if you took the pieces out when you kind of started building that tower inside of you. Now I've been kind of ranting about why it's difficult to be sensitive and emotional in this world where we live in today. But there's also pros of being a very sensitive and emotional person. I'm gonna tell you're very likely to be empathetic and understanding of others. And this is what people love. People love when you understand them and when you come close and support them. And I've noticed that people open up to me very easily, and my empathy is often very liked, and it makes people feel very comfortable. Bonding with others is pretty easy. I think this goes hand in hand with the first pro. People often like me because I'm so open and my reactions to things are so genuine. I can handle and kind of control them, but at the same time I don't want to, so my genuine reactions and genuine feelings about everything, people like that. And then your emotional life is very rich and deep. There's a lot going on, big emotions, big reactions. I find that my creativity is very kind of tied to my emotions and sensitivity and feelings. Being sensitive and very emotional, I just get a lot of things from that, and it's something I'm very grateful for, even though sometimes it might be too much to handle, but at the same time it's something very beautiful and something that I'm very happy about. And before I move on to the outro, I just want to read 2 quotes for you. Sensitivity is not a sign of weakness, but a sign of humanity and vulnerability. What happens when people open their hearts? They get better. So this was the 3rd episode of the About series. I really hope you enjoyed this. If you want me to continue doing these About series videos, hit thumbs up. Now I'm gonna head off to work, and I'll see you next Wednesday, because it's still May and I'm uploading videos on Wednesdays too. So I'll see you on Wednesday. Bye!